Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in life when the world demands more of you. Not just more effort, but more vision, more courage, more boldness. This is that time. The world doesn't need another person who plays small, thinks safe, or waits to be chosen. The world needs you to think big and act even bigger. You were not born to blend in, you were born to stand out. Not to crawl, but to soar. Not to imitate, but to innovate. Not to be average, but to be exceptional. The greatness inside of you is not a myth, it is real. But it requires one thing from you, that you believe in a vision greater than your fears, and you take action greater than your doubts. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney, this isn't just a catchy quote. It's a philosophy. Dreaming is the birthplace of all achievement. The skyscrapers, the empires, the revolutions, they all began in the mind of someone who refused to let their current circumstances define their destiny. Let me tell you something very clearly. Small thinking is a disease. It's a cage. It's a whisper that tells you to settle, to accept less than you're capable of. But big thinking, that's a roar. That's the sound of your potential announcing its arrival. Big thinking sets your soul on fire. It doesn't whisper. It shouts. You are made for more. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Steve Jobs, don't let practicality choke your purpose. Yes, the world will try to convince you that thinking big is unrealistic. But tell me, what's realistic about flying in the sky in a metal tube? What's realistic about turning ones and zeros into global empires like Amazon or Google? What's realistic about electricity, the internet, the human heart transplant? These weren't products of small minds. These were the fruits of wild dreams pursued with relentless action. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Norman Vincent Peale, the tragedy is not aiming too high and missing. It's aiming too low and hitting. Most people don't fail because they dream too big. They fail because they dream too small and execute even smaller. It's easy to shrink your goals to match your reality. But true transformation happens when you stretch your reality to match your goals. Let me give you a truth. Life will give you what you demand of it. Not what you hope for, not what you wish for, but what you are bold enough to demand. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Henry David Thoreau, once you've thought big, the next step is to act bigger. Thinking without action is daydreaming. Action without big thinking is hustle without direction. You need both. Big thinking fuels the purpose. Big action delivers the results. You can't build a skyscraper with backyard tools. If your dream is enormous, your discipline has to match. Your habits must be world-class. Your consistency must be relentless. Don't just show up. Show up hungry. Show up like the world owes you nothing, but you owe everything to the calling inside you. Stop waiting for the right time. The right time is when you decide to move. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. William Butler Yeats, this world was built by those who acted before they were ready, who believed before they saw proof, and who kept moving long after others gave up. Big action is not about speed, it's about scale and intensity. It means doing what others are not willing to do. It means being the first one in the room and the last one to leave. It means knocking on the door even when it's been slammed in your face 100 times. Success doesn't happen in a flash. It's forged in the furnace of hard, unglamorous, consistent work. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Confucius' big action is not just explosive, it's persistent. It's what you do when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one is encouraging you. It's in the late nights, the early mornings, the skipped parties, and the lonely weekends. You act bigger by doing more than what is asked, preparing more than what is expected, and believing more than what is considered normal. Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford, it all starts with belief. The size of your dream is directly proportional to the size of your belief. You have to believe that you are the one, not someday, not maybe, but right now. You have to decide that your life is too valuable to waste on mediocrity. People will call you crazy. They'll mock your ambition. They'll warn you of failure. Let them talk. Because history has never been kind to the critics. It only remembers the creators. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill, there will be setbacks. There will be days when you feel like quitting. There will be moments when fear whispers louder than faith. But you don't stop. You rise. You act again and again until action becomes identity and identity becomes legacy. Remember this. Every legendary figure you admire once stood where you are right now, with no audience, no applause, just a burning desire and a choice. They chose to think big. They chose to act bigger. You must do the same. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt, your dream is not too big. It's just big enough to scare the average, and that's a good sign. Because average is crowded. Greatness is lonely. And the journey to extraordinary begins with an extraordinary mindset. If your dream doesn't make you uncomfortable, it's not big enough. If your goals don't stretch you, you're still playing safe. And if your actions don't demand your full effort, you're not acting big enough. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Sam Levinson, don't wait for perfect timing. Don't wait for more knowledge, more money, more confidence. Start where you are. Use what you have. Build as you go. Act bigger by outworking, outlearning, and outlasting everyone around you. Get so good they can't ignore you. Turn your doubts into discipline and your setbacks into fuel. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt, the other half? It's work. Not just any work, but intentional, massive, courageous action. You see, big thinking without action is like lightning without thunder. It flashes but leaves no impact. But big thinking combined with relentless action, that's a storm that reshapes everything in its path. Don't just think about what you want to achieve. Immerse yourself in it. Breathe it. Study it. Live it. Wake up with it on your mind and go to sleep with it in your heart. Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso, the gap between who you are and who you could be is only closed by action. You must dare to do things that make others uncomfortable. You must be willing to hear no 1,000 times to get to one powerful yes. Be unreasonable in your expectations. Be obsessive in your discipline. Be courageous in your execution. Think bigger than the circumstances you were born into. Act bigger than the limits others placed on you. Your family history doesn't determine your destiny. Your mindset does. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. George Adair, let fear be your compass, not your cage. The bigger your dream, the scarier it will feel. But that's the point. Growth lives where fear begins. You want to build an empire? Start with one bold step. You want to change the world? Change one habit. You want to leave a legacy? Show up today with the intensity of someone who refuses to be forgotten. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. John D. Rockefeller, playing it safe is the most dangerous thing you can do. Safety kills dreams. Comfort suffocates potential. It's only when you step into the unknown that the extraordinary begins. So stop waiting. Stop hesitating. The clock is ticking. The world is spinning. And you're still breathing. That means there's time. That means there's hope. That means it's your moment. Think bigger. Act bolder. Start now. Because no one else is going to live your life for you. No one else is going to fulfill your vision. No one else is going to build your empire. It's on you. So rise. Rise with the belief that your dream is worth the fight. Rise with the fire to turn vision into victory. Rise not just to exist, but to make history. Because when you think big and act bigger, the world doesn't just notice. It remembers.